How are we doing? Life is good. I had a wonderful birthday with amazing people. Very authentic, very kind, very generous, very loving, I got like 2 cakes and some flowers, and that birthday dinner was just so much fun. We laughed so much and had a great time. It was just it's a cohesive, good vibe tribe. It was awesome. Awesome ladies taking me out for a girls' night. It was so fun. And I just I've learned not to expect much on birthdays. And so it was a very pleasant surprise to be adored and cherished and honored and to be celebrated. It hasn't happened in years. And it was very nice and very needed, very necessary for me to remember that, oh yeah, I do have loving, kind, generous, awesome people in my life, in my direct and local world. And no offense to you cyber people, but like I keep saying, if I can't smell you, you're not really real to me. I mean, there's some good cyber friendships, and I met some great people through Facebook and have traveled the world meeting some of the people that found me through my writing and stuff. So no problems with that. There's cyber, and then there's real and tangible and visceral and awesome and delicious and fun and warm and nourishing and kind, and I'm very grateful for my real friends. And my imaginary ones too, because they push me, they challenge me, and they make me realize who I don't want to be. That Hollywood realm, I'm very, very blessed. Hashtag blessed, hashtag grateful, hashtag lucky, hashtag whoo, dodge some bullets there. Because there just seems to be drama, endless toxicity, endless dysfunction, and endless, circle jerk lying and nonsense and cheating and bullshit. And that's just none of that matches my spirit and who I am and who I want to be. I'm not perfect. I am human. I do fuck up. But unfortunately or fortunately for me, I'm often more right than I am wrong, as far as my intel, my divine intel goes that comes in. And now, context is important. Trying to move away from judgment and into discernment is important. Learning how to navigate these gifts/challenges that we all have. Being able to read people into them, beyond them, through them, past them, around them, to have a combination of pity and compassion and empathy for people who are in circumstances that are lesser than you, and then moving out of envy or jealousy or competition for people that are in perceived circumstances that are better than yours. Because really, what have I learned in the last 5 to 10 years? That the richest people on the planet are some of the most unhappy, really. Just truly tormented and caged in their lifestyle and by public opinion and by their own fears and insecurities of, and their own ego and their own image consciousness, and just that must be exhausting. And I do feel for them. I, don't like the way they navigate or handle that, or how they treat people who work for them, or stealing content from people and not acknowledging or crediting your source or your muse or your inspiration. That I can't respect. I can't get into that. And the games, just the endless mind games and the grooming and the grooming and the grooming. Like, I'm very lucky that I wasn't like a 14-year-old getting into that industry, or, had a little moment where I was going to be a model, and my mom put the kibosh on that, which was fine. I think it was a miracle now. I had resentment for a while, but I think it was a miracle now that she shielded me from that. At the time, I thought she was overprotective and silly, and now I'm like, whoa, Ma knew what was up at that time. How dirty and dark and deep, and not deep, shallow, and distorted that world is for women, and what it does to women. Oh my God, we've seen some of these fresh face ingenues become withered little prunes. And I don't mean through natural aging and wrinkling. I mean through anorexia and through eating disorders and through stress, the constant stress of, always having those cameras in your face, and just, it doesn't appeal. I like being able to just go out to dinner with 8 friends, have a wonderful time, got my Target gift card, went to get my Epsom salts for my baths that I'm going to be taking, and You know, so it's the little things. It's the simplicity of life. I really like things that are simple and pure and true. And I really have become utterly repulsed by things that are fake or, you know, leaning you towards believing in some kind of glamorous, shamorous life. That made a new word, shamorous. Shamorous, shameful. Oh, anyway, I'm not sitting here trying to point fingers. I'm just, or even explain myself or why I am who I am or what I like and what I don't like. I'm just sharing my experience. That's all, you know. Take it or leave it. And I will say this, I was slightly triggered when some dude on here, you know who you are, told me to smile in a video where I wasn't smiling. Don't do that. Don't do that in 2022 to women who've heard that their whole life since they were like 9. Smile, it makes you prettier. I don't fucking care. I will smile when I want to, when it's authentic, and when it feels right to me, not to make you smile. My smile is not responsible for your smile. That's insane. So that's me having a feminist rah-rah moment of no, don't fucking tell me to smile, and then I'm going to scowl more. I'm going to be more bratty and bitter. So I smile a lot. I laugh a lot. I cry. I have the full range of human emotions, and that's what makes me real. Okay. So stay you, stay real, stay simple, stay powerful, stay amazing, stay, you know, whatever, wherever you're at. If you're broke, if you're sick, if you're fat, if you're tired, if you're old, if you're weak, you know, these are selfish, jerk. These are labels. We work on the self-talk, basically. Work on that you're a magnificent being of light wearing human skin, and we all are. Everyone is, regardless of the tone of that skin. And we all have a right to be here, regardless of the tone of our voice. So there's room for us all. And what do they say? In times of prosperity, you don't build a higher fence, you build a longer table. And that's what inclusivity is. So those of you who live in your gated communities and your ivory towers, mingle with the commoners sometimes, get a reality check and a perspective, and not just to be doing selfies or performances, but, you know, have some friends that are outside your bullshit circle jerk, you know, ego image circle. It's probably a good, healthy thing for you. Whether you end up dating them or not, whether you end up marrying them or not, have some normies and some regular people in your life for to keep you in check, you know, because that world is so false and so, yeah, shammy and scammy. A lot of gaslighting, a lot of insecurity, and a lot of self-perpetuated drama and self-sabotage and pain that is frankly unnecessary. Yes, suffering is necessary until it isn't, as Eckhart Tolle says. And then you wake up and you realize, yeah, okay, it made me more compassionate in some ways, and more, in other ways, you know, more discerning, or people would say judgmental or bitchy. Oh, well, boundaries, baby. Maybe I didn't have them before, now I do. For you. All right, say the things, say the real things, you know, let yourself have a zit. I'm 51 years old, I get wrinkles and zits, this is what it is. So what? I'm still Gail, I'm still me, I'm still fun. How about you? What's going on with you these days?